Okay, I just posted a bandbox, a bandsaw box. I call them Hobbit boxes for my local market. I just posted one on Facebook in in the Charleston Artisans group, and I put like a little faux snakeskin type application to it. And well, I had people asking me, how did you do that? And I said, well, I put cheesecloth over it, and then I dusted black spray paint on it. Well, in some other countries, they might have a different name for cheesecloth. And, well, if there's a different name for it in your country, you'll know it by seeing it. This is cheesecloth. Now, see, this is what I used on that box. And, well, I'm going to get another piece here. I have to work my own camera here, so just be patient with me. Get another piece here. Okay, this is cheesecloth. See? See, it says cheesecloth. My neighbor gave me this. He just dropped it off, and he's like, oh, well, I'm getting out of the woodworking and all that stuff, so he gave me some cheesecloth, and I was thinking, okay, how could I use it? And I'm like, well, I wonder, you know those old lowriders, old school lowriders, you know, where they put like the lace tablecloth over the top, and then they dust the paint on there, and you have like a lace finish on there. Well, I was thinking, I wonder what cheesecloth would look like. So, here we go. Here's cheesecloth. Now, you want to find an area that doesn't have these runs in it. You see those runs? See, this is not a good selection of cheesecloth, so maybe I ought to use some scissors. My razor knife was a little too brutal for it. So now I got some scissors here. Now this cheesecloth seems to be in a little better shape. It's fragile cloth here. It's fragile, but it's strong. But basically what I did, I'm going to pan the camera down here when I start doing it. Actually, I ought to do it now. Like I said, I got to do my own camera work and all that stuff. I'm going to move this in closer. Okay. This is an old scrap 4x4. What I'm going to do here is just put the cheesecloth over it. So you get those runs in there and it sort of messes with you. But we'll get a nice area here, just so you... Well, you know what? Since it's got runs all around it, let's just... Well, I mean, unless you like the look that gives you. But, what I did is I just basically, on that box, I stretched cheesecloth over it. You can see in this area where you're going to get the effect. I'm almost out of paint here, so that just keeps... I'm going to cut another piece off here. I'm going to cut it from another part here. I want to give you a good effect here. So, we'll try this again. Of course, the roughness of the wood also. See that, how it's sticking? The roughness of the wood is actually putting little runners in it. I see some developing already. We'll get this. Just be patient. Oh, jeez. Well, you can see it's sort of difficult. But we'll just get this area. Well, maybe this area. Works a lot better. Okay, now that looks alright. Take your spray paint and just dust it. Let it sit for a couple seconds. It's not going to be really sopping wet, so you can just let it sit for a couple seconds. Lift it straight up and off. And you see, you get that effect. And, well, when you do it over smooth surfaces and everything, you get the effect of snake skin. And when you cover it with clear coat, whatever clear coat you like, you see that adds to the depth to it, and it just makes it a little more believable. But that's basically it. Not real difficult. It's pretty easy. So that's it. It's just a little tutorial. Cheesecloth, spray paint, snakeskin. That's what you have. And well, we had some technical difficulties, but we made it through now, didn't we? So hope that helps. And like I said, just clear coat and everything adds to the depth of it. Spray lacquer is hard to find around here, so I've been using crystal clear enamel. Let it sit out in the sun, it'll bake up, it'll be real nice. So there you go. There's no stain or anything underneath the snakeskin finish that I put on here. Okay, this is just bare wood. I just cleaned it up with mineral spirits, and then I stretched a cheesecloth over it and just gave it a nice little dusting of black spray paint, and then I did probably 5 coats of clear on here, and this is the result you get. So, and I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to do a barbed wire pole. You just have to figure that out like I did. But that's it. So I hope that helps you. Take care.